My colleagues, this is the final amendment to improve this important piece of legislation that I fully support. Capital formation is the lifeblood of innovation.
That's correct. House will be in order. Members in the back of the chamber, please cease conversations. Gentlewoman deserves to be heard.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Capital formation is the lifeblood of innovation in the 21st century, as it was in our past in America, essential to our national economy. Just as importantly, transparency is the lifeblood of our democracy. The amendment I'm offering today will ensure that emerging growth companies nurtured under today's legislation will fully disclose their political expenditures. Just as entrepreneurs deserve all the tools available to create and grow companies, voters deserve every tool to decide on public issues for themselves. Since the Supreme Court's disastrous Citizens United decision, voters across the country have been treated to a sad spectacle not seen since the Watergate era or even the Gilded Age. Mr. Speaker, I don't think the House is in order.
Gentlewoman is correct. The House will be in order. Members in the rear of the chamber, please cease conversations. Gentlewoman from California.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This year's presidential election is bearing witness to hundreds of millions of dollars spent on behalf of candidates. The vast majority of the money is coming from outside the channels of parties and candidates, unaccountable to the voters for the messages they deliver. Instead, money from corporations and extremely wealthy people is now being spent through so-called nonprofits and super PACs, denying and delaying disclosure or preventing it altogether. The American people deserve better. House Democrats have offered comprehensive transparency legislation called the Disclose Act, and we should pass that bill together as soon as possible. We can begin that work by adopting this final amendment and passing the bill. It will not burden small businesses, and it will empower the American people. Mr. Speaker, this final amendment to the bill will not kill it, nor will it send it back to committee. If it's adopted, the bill will proceed to final passage as amended. Congress can say today to the American people that we respect them. We can say we trust them to decide for themselves because they have complete information. I've always believed that sunlight is the best disinfectant. By voting for this amendment and voting for the bill, we can score 2 victories for the American people. We can strengthen small businesses across our country, and we can strengthen democracy. I yield back.
Yields back the balance of